We're going to go over removing the prop. This is specifically on the Evinrude. We're going to remove this steel prop and replace it with this Piranha. It's a composite, a plastic prop that when you hit something, break up one of the parts of the prop, you can actually just replace it. So these are going to be what we're going to go to. We will still have the steel ones in the cache as a backup, but the Piranha, this composite prop is what we're going to be going for. To get the prop off, you have to have a couple of tools. At minimum, some needle nose pliers and a prop wrench. This nut here is different size than the Honda ones. So in each of the Honda boxes, there is a prop wrench that fits the Honda prop. So make sure you have the right one. This one's a little bit bigger. A nice thing to have is a hammer, not to pound on the prop, but to help you get the cotter pin out. So if you can get it up, first of all, bend it back so that it's straight. If you can't pull it out, okay, you can use that to tap that up and get it out. Don't beat on the prop. So there's your cotter pin. You pull the cotter pin out. Couple things. If this is in gear, it's only going to go so far. Okay, I've seen where they put a 2x4 under here to stop the prop from spinning when they take the nut off. It shouldn't be on so tight that you can't just hold it. Okay, sorry, go the right way. So you can loosen that up. Take this nut off, the king nut. Okay, don't lose that. Keep your cotter pin. There's another little brass. This comes out. There's a recessed side. Okay, that goes in. This little lip goes inside. Faces inside. Pull the prop off. One thing to note on the metal prop, there's a bushing inside. Okay, it comes in a kit. So if you have to put a steel prop back on, you've got to have that bushing. There is a bushing kit inside the box, but make sure you have that. Set that aside. For the Piranha prop, it's all built in. You don't need a bushing inside, it's all built in. In the Piranha prop, it comes with the prop, a little bit of grease, a spacer, and just a flat washer, and then the end of the prop. Okay, we're going to use all these parts. So if you take this, you put it on.
Hey Steve, you just show which side you put in first so they can see the two differences. The recessed versus flat.
Yep. So you're going to, this little cap goes on. You can see the little holes. It fits on right here. This tapered end goes in. If you just put this on, okay, it goes all the way in and you don't want it to go all the way in. Okay, that's where this little spacer comes in. Put it on. And that keeps this prop, this little lip on the back of the prop, from hitting the bottom of the motor. Put this little thing on here. A flat washer.
Hey Steve, before you proceed in tightening that down, what happens if I break a blade?
Get this out of the way. You can see, well, you can see on these, they just come out. Okay, you're gonna have to push them out. You might need a rubber mallet to pound them out, the busted one, and then it just slides back in.
Okay.
You just replace that old one with the new one. You can only, I mean, just line it up the same way as the other one. The hardest part's getting the old one out. A rubber mallet would be a good thing to tap them in with so you don't bust something. sure you get that on straight. The little king nut. Okay, this is where you don't have to wrench on it too much. Okay, just get it snug. Then you have to look and see if you've lined up the cotter pin hole. You might need to move it just a little bit more to get that hole lined up enough to get the cotter pin through. Once you get the cotter pin through, and that's when you bend one of these, the bottom of the cotter pin out. Get through. Just like that, so that it doesn't come off. If you needed some lube, some grease, you can use this grease to the little shaft there. But that's it. You're good to go.
Perfect.
You have to,
So the one little small addition I think I'll make is, I think when we do this, it'll probably still be on the boat. So grab a solo cup, grab something. Things that you lose, cotter pins, king nuts, washers. So make sure when you're taking this off inside the water, you're being extremely careful to not lose some of these parts, because once they're gone, she gone.
right, and we have a couple of these. We have a spare, which comes with, this is what you'll see to the end of it. It has another washer, a flat washer, and some grease. It comes with everything you need. So if you were to drop one, there should be a spare, but you can only lose so many before you're out of luck. But to replace that, pull it off, tap off whichever blade got busted, put the replacement one on, and then do it again. Again, if you end up using the steel prop, remember that bushing inside. It needs to have that in there.
Lastly, if you guys are replacing this stuff, there's actually a warranty on all this on the piranhas. If you guys are breaking them during training or ops, just make sure you guys just keep them, throw them in the boat somewhere and bring it back.